Welcome back to Wittenberg Academy's elementary Latin course. It's time to finish off chapter 2 in Minimus. You can open up to page 12. We're ready for dinner for the governor. Everyone is ready for the special dinner. The place of honor is reserved for Marcellus, the governor. Candidus and Corinthus have brought in the food, but where is Rufus? So, what does Flavius say to the governor? He says, Seda vir optime expectatissimus es. So now some of these words you've already had, right? Seda means sit down, so sit down. Vir optime. That means my good man or my best man. Vir is the word for man, and optima means the best. And so if you look over on page 13, they give you vir optima means sir. So it's a polite way of referring to a man. Vir optime, my good man, my best man. Sit down, my good man. Expectatissimus es. Now we had that back in chapter 1. Expectatissimus es. You are most welcome. Before we go on with the rest of reading the cartoon, the little comic book here, let's look on page 13 at some of these new words. Cassius, we looked at vir optime already. Cassius is cheese. That's where we get our English word cheese. Cassius. Surge is get up. Surge. Nunc. Nunc is now. Noli tangere. Noli tangere is don't touch. Noli tangere. There's a famous English poem called Noli me tangere. But again, that's a different story. Omnes silent. Omnes silent. Everyone is silent. Everyone is quiet. Ready. Ready means to go backwards. Cubiculum. Cubiculum is a bedroom, a cubicle. We say in English a small room, a bedroom. Noli lacrimare. Noli lacrimare is don't cry. Noli lacrimare. Scilicet. Scilicet is of course. Redent. Redent is they smile or they laugh. Praecipue. Praecipue is especially. All right, back to our story in panel 2. Oiga, Cassius optimus est. Repeat. Oiga, Cassius optimus est. So what does the mouse think? He says, hooray. The cheese is the best. Cheese is the best. Cassius optimus est. And then what does the mom say? Hoi, mus est, vibressa circa. So again, oi, mus est, vibressa circa. So she says, oh dear, it is a mouse. Vibrissa, get up, come here. And the cat, Vibrissa, says, oiga, nunc minimus obesus est. Oiga, nunc minimus obesus est. She says, hooray, now Minimus is fat. Fattened up for the cat to eat him. Now Minimus is obesus, is fat. In panel 5, Rufus says, oiga, pavo pulcher est. Oiga, pavo pulcher est. He says, hooray, the pavo, what's that? It looks like, what's on the table there? Looks like a peacock. The peacock is pretty. The peacock is pretty. So they're having some special stuffed peacock up there. And then somebody yells at Rufus, Rufa, noli tangere. Rufa, noli tangere. Rufus, don't touch. Oh, look. He knocked a bunch of stuff over. Now everybody says, Rufa, improbus es. Rufa, improbus es. Rufus, you are naughty. Improbus es, you are naughty. And then omnes silent. Omnes silent. Everyone is quiet. Then what do they tell him? Ready ad cubiculum. Ready ad cubiculum. Go to your room. Go back to your room. But what does the governor say? Noli lacrimare. Noli lacrimare. Don't cry. Rufus non improbus est. Rufus non improbus est. Rufus is not naughty. Scilicet Rufus curiosus est. Scilicet Rufus curiosus est. Scilicet was, of course. Rufus is, and then curiosus, of course, means curious. Rufus is curious. Omnes rident, praecipive Rufus. Omnes rident, praecipive Rufus. Everyone smiles, especially Rufus. And then he's going to tell him a story. Olim, which means once upon a time. Okay, you can go back and review the video, practice pronouncing all these things, make sure that the translations make sense to you, copy down the new words for you to study your vocabulary in your Latin notes, and then there's a story over here on page 14. So Marcellus tells the story of another boy who, like Rufus, did not listen to his father. So you can read the story of Daedalus and Icarus, which is a Greek story. Perhaps you already know it, but you can read that on page 14. And then you've got some more words there to make sure. I think you already know all these words on page 14, but just review them and practice all the words that you've done so far. I would like to, toward the end of this week or the beginning of next week, get together a more detailed quiz that would really cover all of chapters 1 and 2 in detail, especially all of the words that we know now, the vocabulary words. So I'll work on that. You work on finishing up chapter 2 and reviewing chapters 1 and chapter 2 and learning all the vocabulary. Have a good week.